What's up? What's up, fellas?
What's good? What's
Look,
good?
hey man, and I know anybody that watch probably will be like, man, how could this dude come in laughing like this and everything? Well, we obviously we obviously chop it up before we actually start before we start shooting. All I can say is I'm chopping it up with some wild boys. Hey, but y'all crazy, man. Yo, episode 17, man. It's funny, man. I guess everything funny tonight because I'm sitting here thinking, man, when are we gonna start season 2? We just rolling.
All season. Just all season.
You know what I'm talking about? Put in a long season so we can take a nice long break. We'll earn it. We will have earned it. But hey, what can I say, man? Episode 17. Nick K, my dogs, Gabe James, Shaw Dog, Sterl. What's up, fellas?
What's happening, dog?
Yeah, man. Just I don't know, man. I don't know. Some madness in the football world on both levels.
Yep.
What
Absolutely.
what we're gonna say? Some of it is enjoyable. Some of it is just I don't know, downright baffling as hell. Just can't right. Just can't understand what's happening right now. But you know what? I guess in a strange kind of way, I'm enjoying it. But I know some of it is just coming out as being expressed or misperceived as hate. But either way, I'm enjoying it, man. What y'all think?
Oh, since I'm enjoying every piece of it. I'm enjoying all the games, college, NFL.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's funny because soon we'll be shifting, talking about the league. I saw some videos. I don't know. I saw somebody warming up, looked like getting better than last season, better than the rookie season. So that's gonna be fun to talk about.
Yeah, I seen some videos of it too.
Hey, we ain't gonna even go there, man. We're not gonna even go there. We're gonna save all that for basketball when we go basketball. But tonight, hey yo, look, so Monday night, man, we all know what happened, right? It went down. At first, the first drive, I just thought, well, don't look like this is going to go down how most thought. It's going to be, the Irish, and all of a sudden, I don't know, man. It looked like they ran out of gas all on that first play, and then they had to take some time and kind of regain their second win, or gain their second win, I should say. But it just seemed like coming out in the game against Ohio State, they had to give it everything they had just about on the on that first drive. And offensively, that about ate them up. Yeah, defense, they couldn't mess with Ohio State, man, realistically, period. And although the score is 34-23, me personally, I don't think that is indicative of how the game went, even though that's still 11 points. They and I will say, man, oddly enough, I wasn't really rooting against them, man. You know that? I really wasn't rooting against them because, I saw people and heard people like like Ryan Clark. I start to see people like Golden Tate coming out, he talking and everything. And, it's cool and whatnot. But I was like, all right, so that killed a little bit of my hate and all that fun. So I was just watching the game. And I don't think the score is indicative of how the game went. I think Notre Dame kind of got put in kind of, I don't know. I won't say put in their place, but I think they got beat worse than what the score says it or appears to, indicate. So that's it for me, man. No hate for Notre Dame and Marcus Freeman, but I don't see them being getting any better than what they had this season. I just don't think they'll be able to recruit, and especially even with NIL and everything, they'll just have to have, like Ohio State had, just the the highest paid roster, the biggest roster in college football. They said,
23 mil, something like that.
Yeah. So I think it probably come down to it for all these schools, man. That's the only way they're gonna be able to compete. So yeah, I don't know, bro.
Well, I put it like this. I actually thought the game was a better game than what I thought it was gonna be. Because after that first drive, I had said, man, Notre Dame gonna lose this game after they scored. Because I'm like, you can look at that quarterback and he was done. That dude, like, he was done after that first drive. Like, that was the whole game right there.
And that play before, yeah, go ahead.
No. And then, like I said, even the announcers, talk about he went to the sideline and vomited and staggered to the bench. I'm like, that was the first drive.
Yeah.
You still got a whole another 3 quarters to go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it seemed like after that drive, they had nothing else on offense until the second half, which was too late. But they did. I mean, they made it a game. And actually, I was rooting for Notre Dame. I wanted them to beat Ohio State, but I wasn't gonna put no money on it. But I mean, yeah,
right. Yeah.
He got out coached too, because in the second half, he really didn't change too much up. So I think he got out coached too in the second half.
Well, I think, and just all I say to that, just real quick, is I think, he had to push all his pieces in early, man, because just to match Ohio State talent, and I think that's where it fell short. He had to pretty much, he had to blow the load right there early, But go ahead, Shaw.
Real quick. I can't figure out why, because that first drive worked so well. Why he didn't have like a wildcat package, kind of like New England 1 year, where you just put like your best athletic person back there, like a running back or wide receiver, and let them do the exact thing. That your quarterback wasn't worn out like that. But well.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Number one, I can answer that for you. I just spoke with what's the coach of Notre Dame? What's his name?
Marcus Freeman.
I just spoke with Coach Freeman.
You don't know he just spoke to?
I spoke with Coach Freeman before we came on. And man, he said he thought about it, but he said, hell, you just said it. You just said a mouthful when you said his quarterback came to the sideline and threw up. Like this. What player do you think on their team was going to sustain that punishment Ohio State was putting on the boys? Man, listen, they got everything they paid for in that $20-something million roster. And hell, I enjoyed the entire playoffs thoroughly. But in this game, I'm like, shit. I didn't want Ohio State to win being Big Ten, and I just can't stand Notre Dame, just point blank. And don't ask me why. This shit go back to Rudy. I can't stand Notre Dame. Oh, shit.
He said it goes back to Rudy. You wow.
It was a good game, but I agree with Nate 100%. Score was not indicative of the actual game. Like, they got dominated.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, so I watched it from a different perspective, as you could imagine. The first drive was the first drive. Now, I'm not saying they threw all their chips in that first drive, but the game plan was they wanted to be able to control the ball. But in order to control the ball, you got to maintain getting first downs. They were able to do that first drive, but the second drive, third drive, fourth drive, they were going 3 and out, 4 and out, and put too much pressure on their defense because you knew it was only going to take a matter of time for them boys to start scoring and getting in the rhythm. And by that time, the defense was spent because the offense couldn't keep the ball long enough. The score definitely wasn't indicative of the ball game, but I am happy Notre Dame at least made it somewhat respectable, being their past performances and like this total blowouts. But yeah, man, you knew it was coming. You just didn't know when, but it was indicative. To me, it was indicative after that Ohio State's second drive. When they went down the court second drive, I said, yeah, this ain't gonna turn out well. This ain't gonna turn out well. But yeah, and then as far as next season is concerned, man, the Irish got some problems, man. They lost their defensive coordinator today.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, hey, hold on. So we good then. We're gonna just say, I don't know, Ohio State won. The game, the way it went, really wasn't, indicative of the score or vice versa, whatever. We feel like, they didn't quite take them behind the shed, but they took them on the side. They took them on the side, out of sight. Hey, yo, so before we move on, man, with that, I'm gonna just ask real quick, do y'all think with the last couple of years, is Big Ten up, SEC down? You know what I'm saying? You think they're the rulers now?
No, man. How can they be? You won 2 of the last. SEC has won 13 of the last 15 national championships.
Right.
Come on, man. Take them 2 and play. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy them 2. But that's 2 of 15, man.
Yeah. And I heard that question somewhere else today, and I just wanted to see what y'all thought. What y'all was thinking. Yeah. I agree,
I think it's
man.
all about the change anyway.
It's
all about the change in NIL. So
yeah, now they're gonna start throwing the money out, man. But like I said, man, we was talking a little bit last week. I just don't, I think too much parity ain't good. You know what I mean? And you're gonna have some really top tier players if they all about the money over winning. They're gonna be going to these little sorry schools and stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Hey, is whoever got the biggest budget, that's gonna be the ones that's gonna be rated at the top.
Yeah, man, they're gonna have to rein this shit in some kind of way.
Some kind of way. Yeah.
There's no way you can keep letting some schools have a $30 million budget while other schools got a $6 million budget.
Yeah. That's true.
That's why I kill me when I hear Nick Saban talking, when he was talking about, we gotta find a way to change everything where the schools aren't paying these kids. I'm like, y'all been paying them boys I don't know how long, but now everybody can do it. It's a problem. That's crazy.
Right. Now Nick said it's not fair for them to all have money like us and be able to spend it like us. That's crazy. Not fair. All right, so that's what's up, man. So now we talk about, oh man, the NFL playoffs. So we'll start in the AFC. Let's see. First off, we're surprised by any of the outcomes on either of these games.
Not really.
No.
Not really.
Not at all.
Gabe?
Absolutely not. That's exactly what I thought would be there.
Okay. Yeah, and I was just curious, man, again, to see where you guys were at with it, man, because I don't know, man. I just I don't know. The Ravens, man, I just feel like yeah, like they always get right there, man, but it's always something. It's just always something. And I don't know, man. The only person that's always there is Lamar. So what do we say? No matter how they shuffle the pieces in and out, he's the one. He's always there. I think the Mark Andrews drop, it was bad. He should have caught it, but I still feel like, again, it was left a little bit short. It was left a little bit short, starting to cause that little bobble. But yeah, he should have caught it, man.
He had a critical fumble too.
Yeah.
That's unlike him. He don't typically fumble.
That's real. Yeah.
So
yeah. So
but he was rusty though. He was rusty, and then look, I had a conversation about this today. What was the last team you knew that had a rushing quarterback or a running quarterback to get to the Super Bowl and win the whole thing?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Yes.
No, but listen, man.
Actually, Mahomes throwing for 3,000 yards, 4,000
He
yards.
run too.
Yeah.
No, he just started running.
Okay, so let's see.
It's not. You ain't gonna find one.
Quarterback.
You're not gonna find one. You're not gonna find one. It's not gonna happen. I mean, it's times he needs to run, at times he needs to pass. But to me, with Mark Andrews coming back, he was still rusty. You should have been using Isaiah Likely a lot more, but they didn't do it.
But they were running a lot of 2 tight end sets, though, Gabe. They were running a lot of 2 tight end sets.
But he went to the person he was comfortable with. That's the guy, Mark Andrews, and I don't blame him. But he just came back. Mark Andrews came back, like a month ago? And now you throwing him the ball all the time, or likely been the one catching the balls the whole year.
Seriously, man.
But bro, wasn't he balling in the game before that? He looked fine last week.
So it's Lamar's fault. It's Lamar's fault for throwing it to Andrews, knowing that he's rusty.
Yep. He was going wild. Bateman, that first touchdown was cool. That first touchdown. And then, like I said, they still had your boy back there running the ball. Oh, big ass Derrick Henry. And then, like I said, I just can't, even if they're in the game, I'm like, man, he just throwing it to Mark Andrews a lot. And this was before he fumbled. I'm like, man, this is going on. But hey, that's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah, but heck, that could have been the game plan to the point where, hey, they knew he was going to be the receiver that had probably the best as far as one-on-one matchup is concerned, and they just had to milk it. I mean, if he makes this catch, we not even talking about it.
When has any receiver or tight end said, "Man, you throwing to me too fucking much, man"? Never, never. Gabe, stop it.
Oh no, the tight end ain't gonna say that. You got the quarterback gotta do that. You gotta be like, hey man, you just wasn't open, even though he was open. You gotta. I mean, likely was a hot hand last year and this year before Andrews got healthy.
What's the tight end job? What's the tight end job? When he throws to you to do what? You got one job, man. One, no, you got a couple jobs. You got to block 2. But when he throw you the ball, catch it. I don't care if he throw it 20 times a game. Ain't no such thing as you threw it to him too many times. He was rusty. His ass shouldn't be back. If he that rusty.
You could, but think about it. He getting open though. If you getting open, you're gonna be urged to throw that man the ball.
That could be the
that's what I was about to ask you. You the quarterback. Me, Sterl, and Nate the receivers. I'm always open. Nate and Sterl always covered. I'm always open, baby. What you gonna do?
He would be the one rusty? Always open.
If you rusty,
look,
and you open,
I'm rusty, and I'm always open. I'm always getting up. I'm always burning my man. You know what I'm saying? He can't check me. Nate and Gabe always locked down. I'm rusty though. What you gonna do? Nate and Sterling.
But it might be a reason you wide open. If you that rusty, they probably like, man, let him ride, man.
Go another way.
He go hard handed anyway.
I'm right. I gotta let it go.
Yo. So yeah, man. I think fault wise, man. I think Andrews cost him that game, man. But it's so hard, man, because I want to see Lamar win, man. But I each season, man, I lose a little bit more confidence or faith that he's gonna do it. And based on what Gabe just said about running quarterbacks, it's a wrap. He ain't gonna do it anyway.
Who's the star receiver?
In at the Ravens, on the Ravens.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you that. Lamar has never had a number 1 receiver. Never. I'll give you that.
Oh man, but he got two bad boys right now, plus Mark Andrews and Likely. Man, both Flowers and Bateman balling, man. Both of them dudes, man.
They bottom feeders in the top 10. Come on, man. This cat has never had a number 1. Never.
But what do you think it's because any number 1 with common sense know they go there, it's gonna be a whole bunch of running and no passing? Man.
No,
you gonna get the rock.
Who have they actively pursued that you can consider that was a true number one?
Nobody.
They've never ever made the attempt. I think the closest one, maybe OBJ. Maybe he was on his, and he was on the backside of his career.
Yeah, I don't think
But
that counts there.
But man, I mean, seriously though, bro. I mean, maybe it's just not a fit for a number one. You need a number two or a couple number twos, man. Because them boys gonna say, "Hey, number one." They gonna say, "Yo, number one want the ball too much, baby. We got to run this thing. We got an option this thing. We ain't doing all that passing. Wait, you kidding me?
Y'all boys are wild, bro.
Shoot, man, think about one of them diva receivers over there. Lamar, throw the ball. He's like, dog.
Well, he gets you the ball. Like, you can't tell me like Mike Evans would fit perfectly in their offense.
Nah, dog. You're right, because Lamar will get you the ball about 1 to 3 good times throughout the game. The rest of them, shoot.
Bro, he does that because he doesn't have a number one. What you talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. I think he would throw more if he had a number one.
If Lamar wanted a number one, Lamar get a number one. Lamar can get whatever he want over there in Baltimore, man. I ain't playing. Yeah, stop playing, man.
So.
That man can get whatever he want in Baltimore. Yeah, number one gonna go over there and bust up their hustle, baby.
I tell you, they get the wrong people for him. Like, he needs a big receiver, like a T.O. type, Mike Evans type. They keep going to get him all these speedy guys. But
seriously,
man. I'm like,
seriously,
we need an AJ Brown or somebody like that.
Yeah,
and seriously though, all jokes aside, y'all don't think Lamar got no say so in what they do and go, and he don't be like, "Yo, where my number one receiver at?" You don't think he got no say so in that?
Obviously, he don't. He ain't got one.
Man, bro, he got say so. And you seeing what his say so is, you know
what?
Hey,
I don't think he. I really don't think he complains about his.
Get me
receivers.
some. Get me some complacent dudes with great hands. And that's all he want out there. Now he got his tight end. You know what I'm talking about? And the rest, leave it up to me, coach.
I think he got what he wanted. I think he wanted some of the pressure taken off of him, far as running. So they went and got Derrick Henry to take the pressure off of him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
I'm saying, man.
So now he gonna raise his hand this year and say, "I need a number one receiver."
No, y'all said he need a number one receiver. I'm saying, what if you don't want a number one receiver? That's all I'm saying. What if he don't want one?
I mean,
I don't know of any quarterback that don't want a number one receiver.
In all this that we said, pardon me, fella. In all this we were saying, and speaking on that game and all, we leave out the fact we act like missing Zay Flowers was a small thing.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That was no small thing, man. Lamar don't get no credit, bro. That cat don't get none.
Oh man, he do get credit, man. Shit, he get MVP every damn year. You know what I'm talking about?
Look, we saying all this, he don't have a one and he don't want a one, but that is his one who he was missing though.
Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, yo, man, and you know, for me, my question is just hypothetical, man. And then so yeah, I think yeah, man, I just think we all just kind of feel for the Ravens, man. I'd like to
I ain't say I feel for him.
Withhold my response as far as who I think cost them the game. I'm gonna just stay out of that, man. It's just too messy.
You already made that well known, though. You did that.
That's me cleaning it up. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna ask, because it just came to my mind, but I wanted to know what y'all think, because I was, talking about this in my other threads all for the last 2 weeks and everything. But man, y'all don't think it's time for them to make a change in Pittsburgh? And why are they keeping Mike Tomlin around that long? That's crazy. I'm trying to understand that Rooney and that steal of loyalty over there because they got it. He ain't the first. You know what I mean? They kept around that long, but I'm talking about Mike Tomlin been over there in Pittsburgh, Tony Dungy for 10 years, the last 10 years, meaning, he get them right there to the playoffs, but he ain't got a playoff win in 8 years. So it just seemed like everything just kind of stale in Pittsburgh. He's a great coach. Don't get me wrong. Great motivator, great leader of men, as they say. And you always see it. You see signs, evidence of it, or even in an interview or whatever you watch of his. But I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like, they just be keeping him around over there. It just feel like the time about them pass over there.
Well, you gotta remember Pittsburgh though, man. That's their thing, man. It's like they don't fire coaches. They try to keep a coach around as long as they can. They don't fire coaches. Now, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And I love Mike Tomlin, but yeah, it's time for you to go, man. I mean, you're not getting the job done. That clearly reminds me of Tony Dungy.
Yeah.
Clearly. Because he's stubborn. He's something you're not doing. You keeping everything the same. So it's gonna be another 5 years of what's going on now. He's gonna keep getting to the playoffs, keep getting bounced. Because if they come back with that same roster next year, I can see the same thing happening. They're gonna get bounced again in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's clear to me that Tony Dungy really hurt y'all. I mean, y'all gonna bring up Tony Dungy, bro. If they ain't getting it done, it's good.
Man, I think this is the first time we brought Dungy's name up since we've been doing this podcast. You need to stop it.
Tony ain't hurt us. He helped us. We know the ingredients now you need to make a Super Bowl team. You like that first girlfriend that broke your heart. It won't be broken again. Because now we know. And you can see, like I said, I've even come to the conclusion you ain't gonna win with a defensive minded coach. You need a good defensive coordinator, an offensive minded coach, and you probably will be okay.
And no running quarterback, and not a running quarterback either. So that's the formula.
Mike Tomlin ain't been the same since Big Ben left. I'm serious.
You're right.
No, he's been the same because he still has to win a record and he's still making the playoffs.
Yeah, but that has been the norm. Big Ben was the years that he actually won a Super Bowl, and he kept trying to replicate that and has not found a quarterback. He's had several receivers that fit that quote unquote mode, and they don't work out. I mean, I think it's more than the Tomlin. I mean, who's the GM? I mean, it's more than that. I think it's more than the
reason I say Tomlin is because a lot like Dungy, he's loyal. So when he made that switch to go from Fields to another quarterback, halfway through the season, he did start playing better, whatever. But in the playoffs, he could have switched. I'd have took your boy out of the game, man. I'm sorry.
But you just said you ain't winning nothing with a running quarterback. So
you not. But sometimes you got to switch things up. I ain't saying. Justin Fields is not going to win a Super Bowl. I'm not saying he's going to get to the Super Bowl and win it all, but sometimes you got to switch stuff up, man. Like if the first half is going horrible for you and it's not working out, second half you got to switch some things up, man. Because you got two quarterbacks on the team.
That's a dramatic move. That's a dramatic.
I don't care. It's it's about the team. It ain't about hurting somebody's feelings. It's about the team.
Yeah.
And Tomlin is all about,
It's time to fire.
Shout out.
It's time to fire.
It's time to fire. I love Tomlin. I got love for Tomlin, but yeah.
They could trade dude to somebody that need to at least come up to making the playoff level and getting bounced in the first round.
He won't be unemployed for 10 minutes.
No, sir. No, sir.
Not at all. Not at
No,
all.
sir.
So yeah, I think it's time to switch it up, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up, man. So now we move on and we talk about the NFC. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Man, forget the Eagles.
Yo, man, listen. I told somebody, I forgot who it was, but bro, I promise you, had it not snowed, the Rams would have tore them up, man. They would have beat them bad too. But that weather saved Philly, man, and Saquon Barkley saved Philly.
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, so like I was saying, man, we talked about it a little bit before as we was getting ready for this. It's like, what I'm trying to understand why Philly's offense is so bad. Snow or no snow, rain, sleet, snow or shine, the offense is just bad, man. It ain't even fun to watch. It's just downright ugly, and I can't figure out what went wrong. I mean, they got one great receiver, a really good number 2, plus a running game. They got a really good tight end. What is wrong? Why is their offense so bad? What y'all think? I need to know.
So what wasn't the rumor stating that Jalen is still not playing at 100%? Now he hasn't disclosed his injury, and I think didn't he get his knee rolled up in that game? Bad.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
So I he hasn't been right since he came back from his injury either. I don't know. It's hard to put a finger on.
But come on, man. So yeah, but all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna let y'all finish up with that. All I'm gonna say is, but come on, man. We all play fantasy. We've been watching them all season. I mean, AJ Brown, he was about to pull Antonio Brown early in the season and get up out of there. You know what I'm talking about? It's been bad for a minute. So I don't know. Like I get what you're saying about since the injury and all of that, but realistically, like mid-season and before the injury and leading up to now, it just looked the same to me. So I can't tell one before from the other, pre or post injury. They all look the same to me.
Yeah, I can't call it. That shit stinks, man. Like, bro, it's like these motherfuckers going do a couple of little pats. I don't know if Hurts and didn't Hurts and the receivers have like a little back and forth for a second somewhere.
Oh yeah, him and AJ had a little spat.
Him and AJ Brown. Yeah.
Hurts might be on some shit like, man, fuck that nigga, man. Like shit, he might have let it go. Shit, he shouldn't have said the shit he said. I don't know, bro, but seriously, it looked like they just patter along and hope Saquon will hit a home run for him every now and then, and the shit keeps working.
Well, they're about to run out of luck now this upcoming week. So the only thing I go ahead.
Well, all I'm gonna say is, like I said, I already said it once before. You haven't seen those scrambling quarterbacks make it that far in the playoffs, but also too, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but Jalen Hurts, he plays like trash when the weather changes. So Saquon, you're right, has absolutely been bailing that dude out of these playoffs. Because I think Jalen Hurts' game is gone because he's playing halfway injured and the weather ain't good. So therefore, that takes away AJ Brown. That takes away your tight end, Goddard, and then which the other boy who be out there running the routes where he just running flies down the field. I can tell he getting pissed off because he just running the fly every game and ain't getting the ball.
Smith.
Everybody hurt this time of year, man. There ain't no excuse for that nigga, man.
I just think just I don't know, kind of not necessarily a scary thought because he already came in and got his money. But like I was saying before, he's starting to look to me like I said, the NFL second coming of Tebow.
Nah, I ain't gonna go that far.
Don't put him in that class.
They go.
No, Nate. No,
Tebow,
not that.
Hey, yo, man.
No.
Yo, outspoken opinions, right? Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
mine.
Very
nah,
outspoken, man.
that's low.
Well,
That's
shoot,
low,
before
bruh.
before you hit me with low, at least let me finish so you can drag me all the way in one shot.
Oh, but that just hurt.
So
Oh, that man is second coming at Tebow.
but it is something to think about, man. The NFL second coming of Tebow, and then I thought today, well, no, because that would have kind of been Taysom Hill, so Hurts would be like another Taysom Hill, maybe eventually.
God damn, man. What's he going?
And listen,
You got him in with a tight end.
and listen, I'm asking the question: is it possible? I mean, I just kind of saw that. I was like, yo, this dude. I mean, the throwing is the problem, man. The inaccuracy with the passing is the problem, and that's why they don't trust him enough. I mean, AJ Brown, he did drop a couple of ducks. But yeah, I mean, his passing's just been off, man, and it's almost like he kind of apprehensive about actually passing the ball. Y'all don't see that?
He done lost some confidence somewhere.
Nah.
Okay, watch the game. Watch when Washington latching into him this weekend. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Well, like I said, it's he been playing in bad weather. Like, I'm not sure. Do you see that game that Troy? I can't remember which one Troy Aikman was doing.
It ain't been snowing every game, man.
No, but they dealt with rain, the cold. That's like he can't play in bad weather environments. It's like if it ain't like good weather, because like first half of the season he be dominating. As soon as that weather change and it turn cold or it's raining or it's snowing, that's when all this stuff started coming out. But he got Saquon, he can hand the ball off to or throw a screen to that pad the stats and they win a game and they're like, oh, well, they won the game.
I can't use Jalen Hurts and dominating in the same sentence this entire season. Thinking back,
I just think he hurt. I still don't think the man 100%.
And he may not be, man.
He just looking like a shell of himself.
He'll come out with
that I agree with. He's looking like a shell.
What does that say about the Rams then? What's that say about the Rams?
Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna go there next. We're gonna go there next. But just real quick, we're gonna talk about the Commanders real fast. So yeah, so the Lions and the Commanders. So I knew that was gonna happen. I agree with Sterling. I knew that was gonna happen too. I had a feeling, man. Not because the Lions and the Commanders. I just had a feeling. I'm sorry, man. I did. I just had a feeling they were going to lose the game, man. And it wasn't a Jeff.
We did our picks last week. I know ain't now one of y'all would have picked the Lions to lose.
I would have picked
against the Commanders, bro.
Picked the Commanders.
What we've been watching, who wouldn't pick the Commanders? Why wouldn't we? Based on the way they've been playing, bro. Just
the Lions
based on
at home,
man. What that mean, man?
Didn't y'all go up there and get them at home?
Who?
No, we beat them in Tampa.
Yeah. No, it was in Detroit.
Oh, it was in Detroit.
Oh, yeah, Detroit this year.
And they didn't have 18 defensive players out, and we beat them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I still ain't see it.
Hey man, like I say, you know why I had that feeling, man, because they were playing the Commanders, and we watched the Commanders week after week after week, even in the regular season, do the same exact thing they were doing. And you look at them, and they're really not a bad team. They got a good defense. Their offense pretty good, man, and their quarterback make the offense real good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's been luck. So I was gonna say So here's the thing. So the question is, so we think the Commanders Cinderella a real deal. So you obviously think they're Cinderella. I think they're a little bit of both. That's all I'm gonna say. I think they're a little bit of both.
They both. You can't
and they damn sure, and they damn sure gonna. Yeah, I think they're gonna. Yeah, I think they're gonna beat the Eagles, buddy. I think it's
they don't have the defense.
Easy.
They don't have the defense to beat the Eagles.
Man, you didn't just hear me talk about their offense, the Eagles' offense. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
And you don't think the Commanders got the defense to beat the Eagles' offense?
The Commanders have the defense they have the defense to beat the Eagles offense from last week, but that offense ain't coming this week. It's gonna be a new one.
I think it's gonna be what we've been seeing for the last few weeks.
That's why they play the
All
game.
all the way back down to back when AJ Brown was losing it. And say, what do you think is the problem, AJ? Passing. Passing.
Man, Jalen Daniels is the next coming of RG3, man. Everybody was all on RG3. He winning games. Winning games. He doing this, he doing that.
That brother.
Well, that's that brother got happen when he get hurt.
The brother got too much poise, man. The brother got too much
when he
poise.
gets hurt.
he gonna get hurt. He gonna get hurt, and when he get hurt, it's gonna be a whole new game, man. It's just a matter of time.
When he get hurt,
it's not a guarantee, man.
Oh, it's a guarantee. I'm not saying it's gonna be this season, but it's gonna be a guarantee he gonna get hurt. And once these teams, like you said, they get that tape on, I think right now everybody taking Washington for granted. Next season, they won't be taken for granted.
Well, that's the problem, though. This season, this season is all that matters right now.
Hey,
and they got him reeling.
By that time, that cat could have a ring. Who cares?
Right? Hell no.
Right.
Hell no.
Right.
Hell no.
Who cares?
Why you hating on them that bad, man? Because they beat the Bucks.
Part of it, but still, I'm
that
saying
that was our fault now.
That was Ty Bowles' fault. It wasn't my fault. That's Ty Bowles' fault. But what happened is, whoever I still think the Super Bowl is this weekend. Whoever went into that Buffalo Kansas City game, that's the Super Bowl.
Mm. Well,
I hope Washington get it. They're gonna get drugged. They do.
Well, that's the thing though. We actually going right into that right now. Then, so Super Bowl, who wins it all? First off, in the Super Bowl, I think it's gonna be the Bills and the Commanders. And then I'm gonna let y'all tell me who y'all think gonna be in there. Then I'm gonna let you know who's gonna win it all.
You want me to go first? I got the Chiefs, and I tell you what, I put the Commanders in there. Chiefs and Commanders, and the Chiefs gonna bust their ass.
You say you can't wait.
Let's go.
He is not a Commander fan, ladies and gentlemen. He is not a Commanders fan.
Man, I'm taking the Bills and the Commanders, with the Bills busting the Commanders' ass, bro. For real.
I'm with Shaw. I'm with Shaw, dog. I got the Bills and the Commanders, but I got the upset.
Bills, and that's me too. Bills and Commanders, man. And I think we're gonna see some football history here, buddy.
Because
it's
I
gonna
just
happen.
can't take.
It'll be beautiful. It'll be beautiful because I'm not a Josh Allen fan, but he's slowly making a believer out of me. Dang.
Just because he reminds you and look like John Wick. Because he trying to be John Wick.
And y'all tripping. Josh Allen is the truth, boy.
Man, nobody doubting Josh Allen, man. He balling, he doing his thing, but shoot, he sure fizzled out the last couple of weeks.
He sure have. Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, his body is beaten and broken too. He playing football like everybody else.
The only thing he did was mess his nail up a little bit. My God, on his thumb. You talking about his body beating up? Come on, man.
Everybody beat up this time of year in the NFL, bro.
Hey,
yeah, but they all don't
Josh
play
Allen. Josh Allen is amongst the healthiest. You need to stop tripping, bro.
The AFC is kind of like the NFC. I mean, it's kind of like the SEC, man. I mean, it's the AFC. That's rough football.
Hey, like I say, Commanders, man. That's who I'm rolling with. Commanders.
I would rather the Commanders win it, but I feel like Josh Allen gonna win it. I don't want Josh Allen to win it, but I feel like he will.
If he does, it'll be all Lamar's fault. I tell you,
like
man.
Earl said, Kermit the Frog gonna get his fourth one or fifth one.
Yeah, man. I can't stomach that. I can't stomach another interview like that.
Wait, what interview?
Kermit the Frog gonna get his fifth.
Oh yeah.
I can't stomach another interview like that, bro.
Yeah, I just be turning them off, man. Even when Before the game over, I'll be like, like back in the day, we used to be on the game and getting your ass kicked, man. You unplug the game, I'll be turning the TV off, man. So, before the game in, turn it off.
But we all know Kansas City gonna end up there because, and
At
I hate
home
to bring
cooking.
it up, but
At
it's
home
true,
cooking.
man. The officials, it's
Yeah.
just like, bro, they
Yeah.
just turn their back and let them cats hold, let them do everything, bro. And it's like, man,
yeah, refs be really looking at each other. Patrick needs one here, guys.
you know what I wish would happen? I wish a defensive back would take one for the team, and when that motherfucker goes tipping along the sideline, trying to extend his run, blast his ass.
That's wrong.
I will pay you 15. I'll pay you 15 grand because guess what? You have turned into a running back. I wouldn't let a running back do that. But you do that because you know we don't want to touch Pat because we'll get fined. Damn that, I got you. Blast his ass up. You won't do it again.
So you mad because that man making that extra effort to get the first down?
I'm mad because these cats ain't even attempting to touch him. They just let him run.
That's because he run a 5.2 40. They don't want to hit him.
Because they know they'll get a penalty.
They know they'll get fined.
Yeah.
That's why they don't touch him.
It's crazy talk, man.
5th round picks. Be like, bro, don't even worry about it. Bust him up. He go to tipping, bust his ass up. We'll take you out the game. Don't even worry about your fine.
Hey, didn't Sean Payton get in trouble for something like that?
Yeah, he
no,
showed
Sean Payton. No, he was
bounties.
I'm not saying bounty. Whenever he run along the sideline, you tap his ass.
I think he just said, "Get him an IP." I think that's a bounty. Bring me his head. You wow.
Sean Payton ain't make the call as a defensive coordinator, but Sean Payton just turned his head like, well, you do what you got to do. I just don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what you're doing.
So I was writing on the board when they said it. My back was turned. Yeah, buddy.
You can't hate champions, man. It's like you hating Jordan. Jordan was winning all the championships.
No, don't even put him.
I ain't mad at Pat.
Jordan.
Yeah, well, I am, buddy. I am.
You got to.
I am thoroughly upset.
No,
I am thoroughly upset at
Nate.
him.
Nate, that's the reason Jordan leaving the game. And the reason I don't watch it these days. It wasn't long after him. But come on, bro. Come on, man. Putting them up there with Mike.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't do that. You can't.
Okay,
I'm not putting them. I'm not putting them up there with Mike. But you know how, like, when Jordan won the first 3, he left and he came back and he won one. And people was like, I'm tired of seeing Jordan win all the championships. That's how it is with Kansas City. Like, they tired of seeing them win.
Yeah,
like,
we know that, man. It's been that way.
Make them go away.
It's been that way since the dawn of time. But I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Because it ain't my team, so I hate them. I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about it in the beginning.
I hate them.
It ain't my team either.
You know
but I like winners. Like the great Mike Singletary. I like winners.
Yeah, but the Commanders winning all over the place, but you don't like them?
They ain't won shit yet. They ain't won nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
They won a couple of playoff rounds.
They ain't won shit. They ain't won shit since Doug Williams and Mark Rippon. They ain't won nothing.
That's why he doing that. You see,
bro. They eliminated y'all. That's something.
Not really. I mean, Ty Bowles is our coach.
He said, "Not really."
Wow,
well, you wild, man. Damn, G, you wild,
our coach.
Wild, bro.
If you look at our trajectory, the Bucks is on the right path. This happened back when Dungy, same way. We kept losing. Come in, you bring in a good offensive coordinator, coach, win the Super Bowl. Same thing happened before. Losing when they got Bruce Arians, good defensive coordinator, win the Super Bowl. Now we doing the same thing again. We're getting to the playoffs. We're going to make a change in the next year, the year after that. Win the Super Bowl.
You think we're going to be able to do it with Baker?
Yes. think we can.
Okay.
I think we can.
Baker gonna show his true colors. You watch. It's coming.
Which your what?
It's coming.
Which your
The
what?
Cleveland Baker Mayfield is going to rear his ugly head. Trust me.
No, Nate.
It's coming.
No,
No.
man. He's
No.
with a
It's
good
coming.
team now. He's with a
Baker-
really good
Baker-
team now.
Okay.
I can see
And
how you
he's
think that's
coming.
girl, but Baker's not a rookie. Baker has been in the league already. If he was like a rookie or second year player, I'd be like, yeah, maybe. But no, he's been in the league long enough now. And we're in the NFC and we're in the NFC South. So we got a shot. We got a shot.
Okay. I give you that.
Yeah. We're gonna be running things. That's what we're gonna be doing for years to come.
Stand them Chiefs.
Nah, me either, man. Damn the Chiefs.
They like the Boston Celtics. Can't stand them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna get it this weekend. Them, Taylor Swift, all that. You know, watch how Caitlin Clark go creep out of there before the clock hits 0. Losers. Yeah. Mark my words, buddy. Buffalo's coming out of that thing with the W.
Whoever wins, I say that's who going to Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that's who the Commanders gonna smash. Pop, pop.
And you know what? Be honest with you, I'm okay if Buffalo do get there and win a Super Bowl because when was their last Super Bowl? And they had some heartbreak. What was it, 4 years
boy,
straight?
You just spreading the peace, love, and joy tonight, ain't you, buddy?
It's been a minute.
No, I'm sticking to one side.
The Chiefs, the Bills. Who else you want to see win? You wouldn't mind seeing Hunt.
Nope, not Redskins, and
you wouldn't mind seeing Philly win. You just don't want to see
Commanders win. Fuck that. I never root for Philly. Never.
Oh man. Well, that's what's up, man. You know what, man? I guess it's been real, man. I think there's some record timing tonight, right?
I believe so.
Some record time night. Hey, look, what we learned in this episode. We learned that Notre Dame, they are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were. Until those guys get in a conference, man, and get used to some real conference play and tough play down the stretch and throughout the season, you can't continue to just buy it and pray your way to, playoff games and stuff like that. That's just crazy talk. That's just crazy talk. So hey man, playoffs, NFL, we learned that Jaden Daniels is a bad boy. I expect to see the Commanders in the Super Bowl, and Gabe, I'm sorry, brother. It's gonna be a little unhappy, but it's gonna be a great game. And yeah, man, I mean, that's it for me. Just like, love, getting together with you brothers, chopping it up. I always seem to learn something, but I always laugh a lot. I think I laugh more, though. We are some funny dudes. But that's what makes it good, though. So that's what's up, fellas. Appreciate y'all, man.
No doubt. Likewise.
No doubt.
And until next week.
Peace.
Yep.